Good morning. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV, Frederick, Colorado. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. I got a treat behind me, guys. Our first M2 112 Plus on the 2024 Freightliner chassis. This one came in already sold. I want to thank you, Sam, and your team. Thank you guys for trusting in me and building this awesome truck for you guys and having the first M2 112 Summit Hauler conversion. And today we're going to walk around this awesome unit. There are some upgrades that you will not find on the next one coming in. We have one more available for the year. It is in the Plus model and it will be Viper Blue. I wanted to change up the colors a little bit. But Sam called me, asked me what we had in stock, told him we had that white one a few months ago. So it's been in the works for a while. Even before the chassis hit our conversion company, we spoke about it. We had a couple more people looking for white trucks as well, but Sam was one of the first ones on this one. So he will immediately put a deposit down, and then we started working on exactly what he wanted done with this truck. We did do a chrome delete on the majority of this truck, including the front bumper, as you guys can see right now. Let's come and take a look over here. We did a chrome delete on the front end. So it's all sprayed white, the same color with the truck. And as you guys can see, there will be a little bit of a difference on this truck. One of the main things about the Plus package is the safety features on this one. We do have the Detroit Assurance package. This one has a few safety options on here. And you guys would have seen that on some of the RVs we have in stock, some of our Newmars and Super Cs and stuff like that on the RV side of our store. So this one does come with that Detroit Assurance package. So it does have that adaptive cruise control, assistant braking. It does have pedestrian assist. So if somebody's, walking in front of the truck, it will help you stop before hitting that person. It does have lane departure warning. It does have that, side sensor. It's amazing. So there's a tons of safety features on this new model. So that's why there is the Plus model and then there's a regular model. So all of our newer 24s, we do have some 24s that landed here, which is the regular, similar to the 23s we have on our lot. And the 24 Plus models, the whole front dash or the interior dash has changed. That center console has been changed a bit. So you guys will see once we get inside. But he opted in to get black grills on this truck. So he did opt in to do that. We added the lights as well on the grill between the Summit Hauler logo, all blacked out up down here. Again, you would not find a grill down here previous to the past because of that sensor here. So C9 company hasn't created a grill yet to kind of hold that space in. So again, the license plates has been shifted from the center to the side here, again, to avoid that interfering with the sensors up here. Awesome headlights. Again, we do have those bright lights up here. It does have a marker light as well. So when there is a feature on this truck now where you could put the lights in auto, so you don't have to worry about turning on the lights at night. Once it's on auto, once it gets dark, your headlights and all the other lights will come on automatically. But with the light bars we have on the grill, if you kind of look on the side, you'll see some orange lights popping out. Those are daytime running lights as well. So it will run once the vehicle turns on in automatic setting. Those lights will come on as well, like your lights on your mirrors and all the lights throughout the unit. 3-piece bumper like all of the Freightliners. And let's take a look underneath the hood. So as we come underneath the hood here, guys, first thing I want to point out here is that light. There is a utility light lamp in here, and you normally see those on majority of the 112s. If you ask me the question why it's not on the 106s, I cannot answer that question. It's a Freightliner thing. Every single 112 I've ever had would have that utility lamp in here. But again, guys, 2024, the Detroit DD13 engine. It's also partnered with the Alsion 4000 TRV transmission. It is a 6-speed automatic. 505 horsepower, 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. Massive engine. This truck is built to pull whatever you want. This truck is amazing. That's why the 112s, you don't find a lot of those 112s being built because of the price tag, 1 and 2. There is a 12% FET tax on the list price of any of those trucks. So brand new, you have to pay that 12%. But again, guys, it's a massive unit. This will pull whatever you decide to pull with it. And of course, you wouldn't have problems, you know, pulling those heavy loads. Let's look at the tires right now. He did opt in to change the rims we originally had on there, which was the chrome alcohol rims. He opted in for the American Racing black wheels. Those Michelin tires up front right now will be changed. He wanted some more aggressive tires, so this one will be changed out. But just for this video here, you have Michelin tires. Those are 275/80 R22.5s, and it will be on that American Racing rims. Again, we do have auto balancers on all 4 corners of this truck. Again, we here at Transwest in Frederick, we believe in that, you know, those auto balancers on those trucks. It does an amazing job, and the words by itself says it all, auto balancers. So it auto balances the vehicle while you drive, keeping that vehicle balanced. Again, even though this vehicle is brand new, we still ran it for our shop. We put it on the, we allow it to go on a PDI, which is a pre-delivery inspection. It also went through an alignment check, a pressure test to make sure there's no leaks, there's no airlines running without, you know, the way it's supposed to. So we do the whole check here before we let this truck hit the road. So that's one thing we stand by with those trucks. Again, you still have the normal tie downs on each side of the hood. Make sure you strap that down before heading down the road. It is certified for all 50 states. And of course, with the new M2 112s and 106s Plus, you will have that stamp on the door, on the driver door, which will show you that M2 112 Plus model. So you guys will know exactly what you're getting. Again, we got those running lights running throughout here. Again, we did do that chrome delete. So the mirrors, the hand rails up here are all white. And of course, the frames around those headlights are all white out as well. One of your fuel tanks up here. You got 100 gallons of fuel up here, so 100 gallons of diesel over here. And on the opposite side, you got a 50-gallon diesel tank. So a total of 150 gallons of diesel on this truck. And right now, this is filled up for our customer. Engine block heater. As I open up that door here, a quick view of the interior. We opted for the full black leather interior with the carbon fiber dip throughout the unit. As you guys could see, checking out from the door, stuff has changed a little bit. We couldn't do too much with the door panels, but again, we did opt in for the carbon fiber dip handrails. We got 2 speakers up here. We got a smaller one up here and a bigger one down here. Some nice storage over here. The key access point is over here. And with Freightliner, with the key system, it has its own Freightliner fob, Western Star. And this one is stock from Freightliner. You do have your kill switch underneath that, underneath the driver's seat. And on the corner over here, they kind of move that light test button from the main dash to the side here. So again, it allows you to stay outside, start the truck, and just press this button to allow you to go test all your lights. So a new feature here, you don't have to go into the truck to start that light test feature. You can come right down here, start the truck, press that button, and allow you to walk around your truck and trailer to ensure that all your lights work before heading down the road. And then on the back seat, of course, you do have that rear bench that turns into a bed. And with this new feature, the controls will be right here on the door panel. So a little bit different. You don't have to go up here. You could stay right here and see that switch. So that switch will allow that back bench to turn into a bed. And once you're done, you can bring it back up. Remember, you're not supposed to put any weight while operating that switch. So no weight, no heavy stuff should be on top of that seat during that laying down process or bringing it back up. So something to remember. Underneath the seat here, you have an amplifier. The subwoofer is in a different location. But again, you have the triangles here for if in case you are stuck on the side of the road and you want to put that safety triangles up. You have that located over here. We got a nice little storage area over here. This area over here will have your 13-gallon DEF tank and of course your trickle charger for your batteries. And all this is protecting your fuel tank. This is not normal on our Freightliners. I did one for a customer about a year ago. The customer and I kind of spoke about getting this on his truck as well. So we decided to get that installed right here at this location. We added the extra lights going all the way up on the headache rack. So at night, if it was a little darker, you will see this vehicle pop. What I'll do is kind of do a walk around at night when the sun goes down and kind of do a nice little walk around video in the dark. And then in one of our next videos, maybe when that blue one comes in, I'm going to kind of show you guys what that looks like with the lights off, pretty much dark, and see how bright this truck lights up at night. Again, you got your storage area here. Now you got your fire extinguisher in that storage box. We got your air truck line. You got your line here to add air to your tires. This little gooseneck attachment is for your Hensley trailer saver hitch. I'm just gonna rest it up here for now. But again, this storage box will be lockable, so you can protect all your personal items. Your rear tires are dual tires up here. We do have those same size, 275 ADR 22.5s. Auto balancers are between those tires in the rear as well. Rear storage. Again, you have that liner here to stop moisture from going in. Give it a nice slam here, and of course, that rear is lockable. He opted in to do a blacked out bed, so we did that spray bed line on the rear of this truck and also on the headache rack. Right now I have those center white lights on. Those white lights are either coming in reverse, turning on in reverse, or with that switch I just turned on, and I'll show you guys where that switch is located to turn on those white lights. And those are more working lights, if in case you want to use that at night, you want to see what's happening. We do have a new rear end on some of our pluses coming in. A lot of customers have told us that they wanted a heavier hitch on the rear, and of course they want to still be able to have that Hensley hitch as well. So let's talk about the Gen Y hitch up here, and then we have some information up here. I don't know if we can kind of zoom in here. You got a 6,000 pound tongue weight, 32,000 pound ball capacity, and a 40,000 pound pinnacle capacity. So all that information is stamped on here. Way heavy duty. And again, if you pull in your trailer, this can be adjusted. It can go lower, or you can raise it, or you can completely remove this if you're not using it. You have the spin up here that will be pulled out, and then you could pull the spin off, and then you could actually store that in your storage compartments until you actually need it. You got a 2-inch ball and a 2 5/16, I think, on the other end, and those could flip over depending on what ball you need. And even for the height as well, you have the option of either raising it up here or putting it down here. We opted in again for a rear camera. So this camera back here will give you the view of your bumper pull hitch. You got your 7-pin hookup here for your trailer up here, and you got a 7-pin hookup up here for your fifth wheel or whatever you decide to pull with this unit. Again, the design is a little bit different in the back. We took the license plate off the center because of that hitch, and we added it to the side. And of course, you do have your LED lights here shining on your license plate. Really, really nice feature. Okay, we're gonna talk about the Hensley Trailer Saver hitch. He opted in for that. And those does come with those airbags. Again, more support for your trailer. He decided in the future he will be pulling a gooseneck trailer as well. So we have the attachment for that. There is a pin in the center over here and a screw on the other side, or a nut. You will unscrew that nut, pull that pin out. This piece will be removed, and then you drop that gooseneck ball in the center, add that pin, and then screw it back up. One of the cool things about this particular Hensley Trailer Saver hitch, what we do here at Frederick, we put an auto leveling kit on this trailer or this hitch. So once you put your trailer hooked up on this hitch and you let it off the ground, the airbags will automatically air up. So you don't have to worry about adding air to the airbags. If for some reason there is not enough air, there is a way of adding more air to it. We'll let you know how that system works for that. Once you got the correct air in there, from there on, you don't have to worry about adding more air to those airbags. It will automatically put air in those airbags. It's the same system we have on the rear of this truck for your air suspension. Once the weight goes on this bed, it will actually automatically add air to those rear airbags on the rear suspension. So the same concept with that is the same concept on that Hensley hitch. You do have those trails going on the sides and in the center. Those are your tie downs. So you could put stuff in the back or on this truck bed and tie it down and strap it down in case you want to put a four-wheeler, you want to put some motorcycles, or even your regular, stuff. You go to the Home Depot or somewhere, you have some wood, a refrigerator, or whatever the case may be. You can put it on here and strap it down and not worry about it. You also have a camera on the headache rack up top. This is the Voyager system. This camera will give you the view of the rear of the bed. You guys have seen that on most of our units. We do have that Voyager camera on that headache rack. Let's just take a side view here, guys, and kind of just look at it from this side. You will see a sensor on here, and that is part of your lane departure warning and blind spot monitor. It's only on the right-hand side, and again, that would be the blind side or the blind spot coming in to your right lane. So this system here, again, is a warning. It's not a step. So there's a big warning on here, do not step on that. And again, we kind of designed a step to allow that sensor to have enough to censor or to allow you to know what's in your blind spot. So super awesome feature up here. And you do have your 50-gallon of diesel over here. All right, it's time to go inside and kind of talk about the new stuff. Again, for all those tuning in, this is our first of our 2024 Freightliner M2 112 Summit Hollow conversion on the Plus chassis. And a couple new things here. Let's start from the door here, Jody. This one will be a little bit fun to, actually show you guys. On our regular Freightliners, you don't have your automatic windows. So right now, every single door has a switch. The driver has control of all 4 doors, But you might be wondering how that is possible with only 2 switches. Okay, there is a rear switch up here that shows you rear. If you turn that switch on, you have access to the back windows. With one push, those back windows automatically go down by itself. So right now you don't have to hold down on those switches anymore to allow the doors to go all the way down. Just one touch, it goes down. Coming up, unfortunately, you have to hold it up. But the down feature is pretty good. So for the front, you will remove that rear switch, so that light will turn off. And then you got your front windows. Again, one touch, just like your regular pickup. And of course, to bring it up, you need to hold it down. So you have your heated mirrors over here now, no longer on your dash. So giving you less buttons over here. And of course, you got your left and right mirrors to adjust. The bottom mirror is still manual, so you have to go out and adjust it as normal. And then you got your left mirror, and you can adjust that as normal. Pretty cool. All right, let's move along. So with your lights up here, you got your switch for your lights. Right now we do have a automatic switch, so you could actually put it in A, leave it in A. Whenever you start your vehicle, this will come automatically and adjust as needed. So it will turn on automatically. You don't have to worry about turning on your lights anymore or trying to figure out where those light switches are. Right underneath here, you got your indicator switches. You got your left and your right switch. This little button here is your window washer wiper fluid. You could actually press that in. It will actually spray water on that windshield and actually do its thing. Right next to it here, you got your adjustment for your wiper blades, your speed. And of course, this also gives you your bright lights as well. Over on the right hand side, as you guys can see, there's not a Alsion transmission anymore on the dash. Everything now is on this handle over here, and you can see, and this is a few different things. This will give you Alsion transmission and also your engine brake feature. So your jake brakes are no longer a switch on your dash. It's all in one piece over here. So neutral and for neutral. So this little switch over here, all you guys got to do is bring it into drive, down to neutral, down to reverse. So very simple now. Neutral, drive. Parking brake down, it will allow you to move forward. Once you park in, pull your arm brake, and of course put it in neutral. When it comes to your engine brake, it's almost like you're using your indicators, but on your right hand side. This will bring it down. You will see your engine brake light show up on your dash. And then of course there's a high, medium, and low feature on this unit now. So high, medium, and low, and then of course all the way up will turn off your engine brake feature. Right next to there, you got your trailer brake air brakes. So of course you still have that same system. This truck is fully air brakes. So you have your parking brake air brakes, and of course your glide hands for your trailer. If in case you need that, we could hook that up to your truck. But again, you got your trailer brake system up here. Right now this vehicle is in park, so I'm good. And you could still do your automatic and manual feature if you want to, you know, change from doing it automatic to, you know, have your manual mode. You could actually press this button in. It will actually go into manual mode. That's where the M is. And of course you could, you know, go from first gear to sixth gear or back down as well. As we continue with the dash, right now, there's no more of the curved dash like I mentioned in previous videos. We still have those curved dash on our 23s, and we have about maybe 3 or 4 24s that still have that curved dash, but it's not the plus model, just the regular 24s. But again, with this feature up here, Again, it's still doable. Everything is still in arm's reach, but we do have our brake control, our subwoofer controller up here. Our sub is located inside this center console now, so way different. So it's actually center now, and everybody could actually feel that bass coming through. And underneath here, we have our red arc trailer brake system. We got your hazard lights, dome lights. You got a footwell light, so there's lights on the footwells. You could turn that on. This utility lamp, we do have that work lamp inside the that lamp I showed you guys inside the engine earlier. And then all your safety features, you could actually turn them off if you decide you don't want to use that lane departure warning, you don't want to use the adaptive cruise control, you don't want to use the automatic braking. All that is part of the Detroit Assurance package. And again, you could actually turn those off like you have your parking sensors and all that on your pickup. You have that feature on here. When it comes to your blind spot monitor, if you guys look all the way to the right, you'll see a little triangle on the top panel up here. If there is someone in your blind spot on that right hand side where that sensor is, that little triangle will turn orange. So that will warn you that someone or something is in your blind spot, so be aware and be ready to, you know, hold your brakes or stay in your lane. So that feature up here is very important. Look for that orange light for your blind spot on your right hand side. Again, you got some nice features up here. You got your storage feature up here. So you could put your wallet, your phones, smaller items, your registration and insurance, whatever the case may be, you got up here. Again, you got your assurance package sensors up here. Again, that will give you the view for your cruise control, your assistance for driving, for cruise control. So all those features are all tied in. Again, as we come down, we got some nice little storage up here. I want to show you guys this little thing I figured while driving this truck. This is a nice little holder here for your phone. And I was driving and I was in a bad road and my phone didn't drop off from that centerpiece right here. I'm sure a lot of people will use that feature if in case they don't want to use their phone and Apple Play with there and they just want to use the phone by itself. You could use that as a navigation. You could put it sideways, well, not where the camera is, you know, and of course use it the way you want it. But that's a nice little place to hold your phone or smaller items, you know, if you want to put a screen there, whatever the case may be, a nice little pocket over here. As we come down, you got your traction control, you got your shadow override, you got two switches up here. That first switch here will turn on your cargo lights, like those 4 white lights in the back. The second switch is that switch for your light bar in the grill. You got your rear differential lock, you got your suspension dump, so that rear suspension dump. We still have that rear AC and heat, and you got your fans, high, medium, and low. This little pocket over here will give you that USB and HDMI for your Stinger stereo sound system, so that will allow you to have your Apple and Android capability on your screen up here. You got a few charging up here. You got 2 USB-Cs. You have also have a 12-volt switch up here. Cup holders, storage in here. This storage is a little bit deeper from our previous one just because of the new design. But again, you still have that LED light inside. You still have charging in the back. Yeah, front seats are air ride. You do have your air ride feature, again, to allow you to go up and down. Really cool feature here. And of course, let's look at the cluster up here, guys. Everything has changed a bit. So a lot of things to look for. Right now, you got your oil temperature. Your fuel and depth gauge are on the same area, but 2 different needles. The white needle is for your fuel, and the blue needle is for your depth fluid. So right now, we do have a full tank on the diesel, and we do have a full tank on the depth. So the blue needle is our depth. So if in case you see the blue going up here and your white is still down here, it just means that your DEF fluid needs to be filled. It will show you when it's full, halfway, or empty. Just don't allow it to go past quarter tank. I would say, always allow a certain point in your travels to fill up your DEF fluid. And again, you could do that at any truck stop. Going on to your primary and secondary air supply, it's on the same area as well, but again, you have your primary on the white needle and your secondary on your blue needle. So everything is on here. Your water temperature, your miles per hour over here. You can see when you're in neutral or drive or reverse. So you see the R for reverse. And when you're in drive, you'll see it's a 6-speed. It's going to start off in first gear, and as you go up, you're going to see the different gears change up here. I put it back in neutral. Right now you can see the temperature outside. You could see your voltage on your battery. The miles on this truck is 1,830 miles, and of course so many different options here. Now you got some controls on your steering wheel. Right now, all what's working is this and your lights or your cruise control. They haven't come up with a module yet at the moment to tag in your stereo with your steering wheel as yet. That will be coming at some point. So if you toggle over here, you could toggle for the different options over here. You can see your trip log, all your different options over here. Then when you move on, you can see your drive and assist. Over here, you can see your locks, you can see your tire pressure, you can see your levels on your exhaust, your gauges, all your different gauges for your oil, your engine brake, and all that good stuff over here. As we move on, and if any active codes, you will see active 1, 2, 3, or 4 codes, whatever amount of codes that will be active, it will point it out over here. As you go down, you got the software updates, all your diagnostic over here. Engine maintenance, you got your filters, your transmission health. So remember, on the Alsion transmission on the 23s and the early 24s, you could press the plus and minus together to give you those options. Right now, all you guys got to do is just toggle through your screen up here, and you will see all that information right here. So you don't have to do that plus and minus anymore, because there's not an option for that. And of course, your different settings, your dash lights, your interior lights, all your different options here. Yes, guys, so again, we still have our Voyager camera system up here. You can see the bed view, and then when you toggle through here, and right now you can see your bumper pool camera. And as you toggle through, if you had a third camera or a fourth camera, that will show up here. But if you press it one more time, you get a split screen. So if you want to see your bumper pool and your back of the truck at the same time, you could see those two views. And then of course, if you had 3 cameras, you could see all 3 cameras at the same time, or all 4 cameras at the same time. So back to your regular camera, and that's about it. If this screen is too much for you, you could actually turn it off or turn it back on. You got your microphone here for your hands-free calling. You got your level here for your wire here for your air horn. You got your regular CD horn, and of course your Stinger stereo sound system, and that comes with your Apple Android capability. It does have hands-free calling. It does also give you the option for navigation. You got auxiliary in. You have AM, FM, satellite, and of course you could use your Bluetooth music as well. So tons of features on here. To the screen or the top panel, you got your infinity lighting. You got a nice little blue light here, and of course your reading lights if you need reading lights at night. You do have options here for another reading light up here in the back as well. Have those lights here as well, so you could actually turn those on. This actually swivels, so you could actually point this in whatever direction you want it. And you could actually turn that off. Again, with your rear AC and heat, you could adjust it as well. So really nice features here. Again, that's the first time I'm doing a video on a 2024 M2 Summit hauler conversion, either the 20 or either the 106s or the 112. This is the first time I'm doing a plus model. So I'm sure there's more features that will come on as we go along. Maybe some things I didn't explain 100%. But again, this is a really, really nice design. I want to thank again Sam for purchasing this unit. And I know he can't wait for those front tires to be done so he could pick up this unit. But again, really, really nice setup, really nice feature. This drives really awesome. I know some people talk about the safety features on there, but again, this works amazing. I went on the freeway with this, again, with the warning lights, with the engine brake, with the features of assistant braking, the lane departure warning, the pedestrian assist, and all that awesome features on here just make this model more safer, more, just a better unit on the road. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. This is our 2024 first 2024 plus model on the M2 112 chassis. Thank you guys for tuning in today. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want any more information on that Detroit Assurance package or on the plus models on the M2 chassis, give me a call. I'll find out those information for you. I'll send you spec sheets or whatever the case may be, and then we could go from there. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.